So pretty. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we're working on refreshing every single room inside our bungalow. Right now I'm just writing down my intentions. There's just been a few things that I've noticed and kind of made like a mental note of that I want to do, and we're doing it today in this video. I want to focus on every single room in a small way. It's not going to be super intense. If you've been following along with the journey so far, then you know that we've spent a long time in the garden, and so it's been a while since you guys have been inside, and I'm quite excited to show you some of the updates. When I briefly went to college to study business, my tutor had this great process that he did every single Monday, and he called it an action list, setting intentions. This week I want to achieve this. He kept himself accountable by keeping that with him throughout the whole week and obviously ticking them off as he went. I feel like that process for this week in particular is really going to help me just like keep focused on what needs to be done. So with that being said, let's get on with the list. Right, I've got my list, and to be honest with you, I'm going to go through it chronologically because there's like big things, little things, things I really want to show you, things that have happened. So the first place we need to head to is the guest bedroom. There are a few new additions in this space since my tour video. One thing that I really feel is lacking is a plant or flowers, and where I want them, they don't tend to do that well. So I have found this company called Contempi, and they sell really beautiful, very realistic looking flowers. Look at this pooch. She is probably going to start snoring in a minute, but hopefully it's not too distracting. These faux flowers are in a blue-grey shade, and I love how they complement the colours that are already here, but they still pop. Like they still have their moment to shine. I wouldn't say I've ever been drawn to fake flowers, but when I saw these come up on a ad, I was quite impressed actually with how realistic they looked. So yes, I got sucked in, but I'm really happy with these. So pretty. So I've just had an idea, because we're obviously doing this refresh. I'm noticing that the heights, these are very tall elements, and then everything else is quite low. So I'm thinking swapping both sides over, so when we're looking at this wall when in bed, it's better balanced. I think that makes sense. You and I come a long way together. This is definitely the way to go. I feel like that looks so much stronger. The only thing is my eye is naturally falling to here. Maybe it's okay, maybe I'm just overthinking it, because that is what I do. But my eye is naturally coming here. I'm just noticing that there is a lack of something. Nothing as tall as the flowers, but just something. Maybe even this, but that just seems a bit, yeah, no, it needs to be taller than that. Let me know if there's anything that you think would look quite nice here. But other than that, I'm really happy. A really nice refresh, and we can tick it off the list. And now we're gonna head into the hallway. This is going to be a very quick update. Slowly we're curating this into our personal / travel gallery wall, and this print would be much better suited elsewhere, and instead I've wanted to display my first purchased original painting here. It was done by a local artist, and I saved up and hope to one day own it as soon as I saw it in his gallery. Back in April, we had this unit which didn't really fit into the aesthetics I wanted for the space. Thankfully, I found something similar to what I had in mind on Facebook Marketplace, but it still needs a bit of TLC, and I really wanted to soften that stark white to something more beige or even off-white. Nothing wild in terms of colour, and even the unit is nice enough for now before I can afford what I actually want later down the line. Just to give you a quick run through where some of these pieces are from, got this very cute table lamp from Nordic Nest. These books are from Soho Home. Bowl is from Antigua, got some little African beads in there. Chinese folklore dolls are from my market, and this is from Habitat, obviously ready for some lovely flowers. Down here, rustic baskets are both from the Cotswold company. That's all of the jobs that I wanted to get done in the hallway, so we can actually tick that off. Yay. So that's 2 rooms done, and now we're going to focus on the studio. So as you can see, our neighbour's car is right there, and all we have is this rather pathetic looking panel. And it is sort of working for now, but the whole thing needs sorting out. And so the lovely people at SmartWings very kindly gifted us a motorised roller blind, which is perfect for James. It can be connected to what he's got set up at the moment, which is Apple Home. So it can be app controlled, remote controlled, and voice controlled. SmartWings have very kindly sent me the motorised light filtering roller shade, 50% blackout, PVC free sunscreen. We've got the fabric pearl. I also just want to show you how easy it was to order this particular roller blind off of the SmartWings website. So the fabric options I would say are a lot more classic, more muted tones, which definitely suited the project that we're working on today. There was how to measure guides for both mount types. We've gone for the inner recess one. I really appreciated how simple and straightforward that was to follow. And then the one that we've got is the Home Kit motor over thread, which works with Apple Home. And like I said earlier, that just works well with James's setup. Perfect for making that space really accessible. I do just want to say thank you so much to SmartWings for gifting me this roller blind. They've been really lovely to work with. And now it's time to start the glow up.
Close SmartWings.
Here we are, our new and improved window treatment, which has just completely changed the way that James uses this space, and as you can imagine, it's made it more accessible. There's also a really lovely natural light that filters through the blind, so it's given that green a little bit of a pop as well. The only issue we did face, and this is more down to the window recess not being straight, and so I did have to kind of wedge the blind in at points, and then I had to like sand things down and repaint them. It's great, it's so much better than what we had. Thank you so much again to SmartWings. I will be leaving their link down in the description below if you are interested in adding any sort of window treatment upgrade to your home. And now I kind of need to put the mood down a little bit, because you might have noticed that James was wearing a neck brace. It feels very fitting to sit down in this room and just quickly go over what's happened to James. I have already done a video on this. So basically a couple of weeks have passed now, but he fell back in his wheelchair and got himself trapped against a unit, and his C2 and C3 vertebrae fractured. So he has been wearing a neck brace as part of his recovery. It's been quite difficult. It's been up and down. We had like travel plans that we were going to do over this summer, which obviously are not cancelled, they're postponed. That's kind of like the mindset that we're trying to hold at the moment, because otherwise things just get really tough. We're definitely people who like to see like the silver linings in situations like this. He's gonna have to recover with the neck brace for 3 months. We're just gonna have to go from there really. So yeah, just to like bring the mood right down. Everything that you've just watched and also some of the footage after was all filmed prior to this accident. Please just bear with me with the energy shift. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. We are okay, we're like muddling through. There's been lots of tears, frustration, also just trying to like be brave and just keep going. So now in the chronological order of our to-do list, we're now gonna go upstairs in the loft. We've had a great day today, guys. Today we had our loft boarded and I am kind of blown away with how much space we've got up here. All of this space is ready for me to fill it with all of the stuff that we've had in what is going to be our main bedroom. I am just in a real organisy mood and I'm so excited to start compartmentalising the space and getting all of the Christmas stuff up here and working my magic. This was actually one of the big things that we wanted to get done this year, so to actually be able to stand here in the loft and it's usable, we can start actually using it as a storage base, is like, yay, we did it. And we're like technically not even halfway through the year, so it's a good day for the bungalow and just to keep the progress moving. We're now a couple of weeks later. All of this is Christmas stuff, Halloween, a little bit of Easter. Just some of James's equipment is here so it doesn't get ruined and dusty downstairs. Then we've got suitcase, bits and pieces that are going to be used later on when the extensions are done, stuff for later on, childhood stuff, childhood memories. And then these bits over here are more for DIY projects. So we've got the fancy paints and there's just extra things I'm going to possibly need at some point. I think we can tick this off now and we're now going to head into the kitchen. So this is our very rough around the edges temporary kitchen, which at some point is going to split into the main bathroom, our utility. Both windows are actually going to be turned into doors. And through here there'll be our larder, which will then lead on into the main kitchen. If you watched the last video, which was my recent purchases, I showcased these lovely planters from Dunhill in this really fun stripy pattern. And I mentioned about creating an indoor herb garden. So that's what we're going to do today. I am going to inevitably move these just because of the realities of cooking here. But for now, they're going to be quite nice, just having a little bit of the outside in. And I picked up some living herbs from Sainsbury's. So I've got 2 garden mints. I'm just going to put them in there for now. And then I've got some chives and rosemary. And typically we've got a nice clean kitchen and I'm about to mess it up with soil, but it's going to be worth it. Might just use this little Pyrex just so I can avoid making any mess. Right, let's see how much space we need. They smell beautiful. I also mentioned in that recent purchases video this lovely basket hanging. And to be honest with you, I haven't actually found what I want to place inside it. I don't want it to just be decorative, I want it to have some sort of purpose, but I just haven't... I bought the thing before there was a problem to solve, basically. But if you have any ideas on what you would put in a wall basket like that, please do let me know down in the comments. I think we're almost done with this one. Perfect. Right, let's pop that there. It's so pretty. Right, next one. I also have a bit of confession to make. So you would have seen that for our hallway refresh, or I guess one of the projects that we were doing for the hallway refresh, I repainted the console table. Just for now, that piece was going to be what we had for a bit. I have since actually found the piece that I wanted. It has arrived, I've styled it, it has a brand new lamp on it. So this video's taken a while to put together, so I will very briefly show you that before we move on to any other rooms. But it's beautiful, it's storybook, it's whimsical, it's just a really special heirloom type piece and it's exactly what I imagined. There's just a few things that I want to change on it, like as you'll see there's some wooden knobs. They're nice, they're just not quite what I had in mind. I really want to find some backplate aged brass knobs, which I have found. It's been a bit tricky trying to source exactly what I want that's vintage. So instead, I've gone on to the Matilda Goad & Co website and have found exactly what I want. It is just a little bit on a pricier side. I can wait though. Everything functions well for now anyway. I'm also very excited to not announce necessarily, but I will be doing another garden video very soon in prep for my birthday. I've decided to do a seashells and pearls themed party, my seaside soiree, and basically last year I really wanted a garden party, but that was a very optimistic wish because the garden was just nowhere near ready. And I guess even in this case the garden's not fully ready, but we're going to just make do because I just don't want to miss out on, you know, having people here. I'm 31. At some point it won't just be us two. We need to think about family stuff and whatnot. It'd be nice to make the most of our time now, and also it's a nice kick up the bum to just do more of the garden because I have been taking quite the break from it. But no, they are looking great. I think maybe a little bit more. There we go. Amazing. Right, I'm going to give these a bit of a water. That needs to be washed immediately. It smells delicious in this corner right now. So I found this new console table from a company called Pebble and Nis, and it's so pretty. Let me show you it properly. It's in this gorgeous honeywood colour, and I'm obsessed with these turned legs and the fact that it's not perfect. Like, there's all of these signs of use and history. We've got a few things that we need to do. So like I said, change the knobs at some point. Need to fill this lovely frame with a black and white photo of James and I. Flowers. This is another recent purchase from Habitat, and I feel like it just ties this storybook, coastal, vintage soul aesthetic that I'm going for. And now we're gonna head into the living room. One of my recent purchases for this living room space is this flood vase from House Doctor. It's an architectural standalone piece in and of itself, and it doesn't necessarily need anything, but I am in the mood to put some flowers in this space. And the stems I've gone for are a mix of baby's breath and some rich purple peonies, which apparently are large. We've gone for the big boys. I think what works with these is that it doesn't have to all be bunched together. I don't really need to get 2 bunches actually. Maybe less is more. Right, change of plan. We're going to use this for somewhere else. I think this looks lovely. There's no need to add too many things. One thing I haven't done yet actually is filled it with water. Aside from our already completed milestone of getting the loft boarded, we've also reached another milestone. We wanted each room that we currently have to have a ceiling light pendant, just to make the room feel a lot more finished, because obviously it takes a lot of time and it can be quite expensive trying to source and also get it installed. But yeah, we've done it, which is amazing. There's just one little tweak that I've got to do with this dining room one. Let me just show you what the issue is though, because we've got lovely warm colours, but then you turn this on and it's sterile. It just sucks all of the warmth out of the room. So I need to basically turn off the electrics and put in the new bulbs, so they're obviously a lot more warmer and in keeping with our vibe, because this is like we're in a dentist chair. Yay! Much better. Same ambience as all the other lighting. So that was our final job on the list to tick off. And that concludes today's video. Thank you so much if you've made it to the end. I am aware of how probably disjointed it's felt, but I'm really appreciative that you've made it to the end. Thank you again to SmartWings for gifting us the blind. Make sure you like the video if you did enjoy it. And if you aren't already, please do subscribe because it really does help me. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Bye guys.